By the end of this year, 75% of people are gonna fail at getting the shit done. Yep, you heard that right. 75% of people. And in those 75%, 50% are gonna give up in the middle of the year. And not even 10% are gonna bother making New Year's resolution. Wanna know why? Because most humans are just lazy, unmotivated, unbothered, unsure of themselves, and some people just gave up because, oh, it didn't work last year for me, so why am I gonna try again this year? Well, what if I tell you that in just 3 steps, you can become whoever you want to be? Like, you can actually reinvent yourself and literally shape shift in whoever you want to be in just 3 steps. Does it sound good? Yeah, I know it sounds good, so stay tuned. Before we get in the video, I just want to say a real quick thank you to everybody who keep on supporting the channel. My name is Audrey, aka Rose Piranha, and I make videos about self-improvement and how to become the best version of yourself. Or again, how I love to say, I make videos about me being the best version of myself and showing the internet how to do it. Okay, so without further ado, let me get into it. Also, before I get started, I just want to give a real quick story time. Okay, so 2 days ago was the 1st of January 2025. Happy New Year, guys. So I went to work and I started asking people, oh, what's your New Year's resolution? Happy New Year. What do you got planned for this year? And I was talking to this coworker. We are gonna call her coworker A. So coworker A told me many things. She said she wanted to save. She said she wanted to spend less more money, and she said she wants to go to the gym more. And I was like, oh, okay, that sounds good. So how do you plan on doing that or getting all that done? You know, because she was like, I'm not sure. Like, I don't know. I guess I gotta go to a gym, but I don't know how much is it. Then she asked me, because I go to a gym, and she was like, where do you go and how much do you pay? So I gave her all the details, right? And she's like, yeah, I don't think I want to pay that much to the gym. And who do you go to the gym to? Because she don't want to go to the gym alone, I guess. And I'm like, I don't go to the gym to anybody because I don't have a lot of friends in this city where I am right now, and I don't have a boyfriend. I don't like, so I just go alone, right? And she was like, okay, well, I guess. So I'm like, okay, then I guess you can go with your boyfriend, because she has a boyfriend, she have friends in the city. But she's like, yeah, but I don't want to go alone. Yeah, but my boyfriend isn't gonna want to go. So I look at her like, girl, what? So the point that I'm trying to make right now is she just kept on giving me bullshit reason to why she can't do what she's trying to get done this year, even though I was giving her enough reason to why she needs to get it done. Okay, and at the end of the day, I cannot save those who don't want to be saved. Okay, I am just here giving you advices, telling you, oh, do this, do that. I can make it as easy as it can get for you to get shit done. But if you're always saying buts and buts and buts and finding ways not to do what you want to do, then you don't want to be safe. I'm sorry, you don't want to be safe. So stop trying to lie to yourself and get out of this video, because this video is not for you, my friend. I'm sorry. Now we can get started. Number one is you need to be at peace with being delusional. And I want to talk about two aspects of delusion: the belief part of it and the act part of it. So the belief part of it is you need to be so dumb about what you're trying to be and who you're trying to be, what you're trying to accomplish during this year, so that people are gonna think you're crazy, but meanwhile you're gonna turn around and look at them as if they are the crazy one. Okay, do you get that? Do you get that? So you need to be that crazy, have that much faith into what you want to do. And the act part of it is fake it till you do it, because at some point in time you can't just keep on talking about, oh, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna be that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and you're not doing it. At some point in time you need to get up and prove to the world and people and those who you said you were gonna do it that you're not a quack and you meant what you said, and just do it. Okay, and it's okay if you don't know how to go about it. This is where you act as if. Okay, for example, me myself, I don't have a degree in psychology, but guess what? I have a degree in lifing, and I damn right know what I'm talking about when I say I know certain stuff about life. So I may not have a degree in psychology, but I'm still up here on YouTube giving people advice and helping someone out there. Okay, another example is famous people like Yeezy, like Drake, like Einstein, like the guy who invented iPhone. Any type of person who invented anything in this world, they are the person, or who became millionaires, they are the person that are gonna tell you, I always dreamed of it. I always knew that I was destined to something new. I always knew this was possible, and I always knew I was gonna become this person. And guess what? They became that person, right? They became rich, they invented stuff, they changed their whole life around just by being delusional and believing in stuff that your normal average Joe wouldn't believe in. Okay, so be at peace with being delusional. Number 2 is press restart. To become the new version of you, you need to literally unalive yourself. Now, before you grab the gun, listen to me. Okay, listen, I promise it's gonna get juicy, and I'm gonna try my best to explain this as easy as I can get it. But basically, there is this thing that is called the RAS, which means reticular activating system, and it's a web of neurons, which are the little ends that work over time in your brain that manage and sort out the information, sorting out what's important from what is not. And those little ends mostly work subconsciously, which means that you are unaware of what's happening. It just happened. For example, breathing. We are all unaware of the fact that we are breathing because it's a habit in us that's so natural that it just happens. Okay, and the RAS also control how we put on habit, and it control what's important and what is not. Another example is, you know how when you go to work, you always wake up at this precise certain time. For example, 8 a.m. You're gonna wake up every single day at 8 a.m. and one day that you're not going to work and you don't have to set up your clock for work, your body is still gonna wake up at that 8 a.m. Why? Because you got used to it. That's a habit, right? And that's your reticular activating system, your RAS, that's controlling that. The point is, ever since we were kids, we put on habits, whether good or bad. For example, being lazy, for example, doing our bed, cleaning our room, or no, lazing around the house, watching TV, excess TV or excess play, making your homework, saving or no, spending money or no. Those are habits that you took on early, and now they are controlled by your RAS that's putting up importance on those habits, which is why when people try to change their habit to become a new person, it's sometimes hard to do it or hard to forget about their old self. For example, a smoker who's trying to stop smoking because you got so used to smoking, your health took it as important, and now when you're trying to stop smoking, that little part in your brain is like, whoa, what are you talking about? You got me used to doing it. What do you mean we gotta stop doing it? I got you used to doing it subconsciously. So even when those people who are trying to stop smoking, when they don't have the cigarettes, sometimes you're still gonna see them go like, or like they are gonna tremble or mimic a smoking movement. That's from the rest. Now you don't have to panic, because at the end of the day, those are just habits, and it's a habit. We can change ourselves. We are humans, we are movable, we can change. And the easiest, most simplest way you can do that is erase it all. You need to treat yourself like a computer and press the delete key. Delete, delete, delete. Old person who are worse, press delete, delete, delete. Take the trash out with the old, in with the new. You need to make space for the new habits to come in. And I know it sounds easy when I say it like this, and I know also that it's actually not easy, because I went through it and I did become a new version of myself, okay? And I'm gonna tell you how you can do it. The easiest way that I think one can do that is, number one, become who you want to be. You need to literally step into that person, straight up step into that person to the smallest detail. What I mean by the smallest detail, and what I want you to do right now, is make a list of who you want to be, or who you see yourself being this year, okay? What does yourself do every single day? How does yourself dress every single day? How does that person you want to be, or does the person I want to be drink water every single day? Does the person who want to be smoke every single day? Yes or no? If I want to be that person, I'm gonna start acting as if I'm that person already, okay? Remember the part of being delusional, acting as if. Remember, now this is your time to act as if you are that person. If the new person you envision yourself being, go to the gym 3 times minimum a week, you are gonna go to the gym 3 times minimum a week. If that person drink water, if that person you want to be is healthy, dress a certain type of way, you're gonna start dressing a certain type of way. And get it right, no buts are allowed, okay? Zero completely buts are allowed. Remember, we are trying to become a new version of ourselves. So you're giving excuses to the why you can't do what you said you were gonna do. Is just lame, okay? It's just lame, and we are not lame. We are becoming the best version of ourselves, right? So just do it to the smallest detail. You don't have to make a 360 change. No, it's an everyday improvement to the smallest detail. And another thing you can do to change yourself and change your habit and, you know, reinvent yourself is cancel out all the relationship, friendship, and even family member that doesn't serve your purpose. All the person that are gonna remind you of your old self, everything that's gonna remind you of who you were before, cancel that out. Remove them out of your life, because you're not that person anymore. So why are you still working with the same person you were working with before? Remember, you are, what did they say again? You are the equation of people who are around you, or something like that. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it, but it's something like that. And we are not that, okay? We are a new version of ourselves. So I'm not gonna walk around, if I'm trying to be a rich person, I'm gonna walk around with people who are rich, who are have a rich mentality. I'm not gonna walk around with people who are broke and complaining every day about how they're not making enough money. No, that's not what we want. I want to be in a relationship. I'm gonna work with people who are in a relationship and know how it goes. I'm not gonna work out with people who are in the streets. Okay, if I want to be a better version of myself. I'm not gonna let my family member remind me, oh, you ain't shit, you always eat trash and you just can't change. No, I'm gonna block them out, protect my energy, and continue looking and acting as if I'm that new person I want to be. And when you are doing all those things, you need to put importance to it, so that your Raz is gonna put importance to it and it's gonna wanna do it subconsciously, so that it's gonna stay as a habit in you. Like waking up on time and doing your bed, you need to put enough importance to it mentally. You need to be so focused and so locked down into the new version of you that you want to be, because you want it that bad, because you're that delusional about it. When you're that locked in who you are trying to become, the new version of you, that's how you put importance onto it, and that's how your Raz is also take it as important, and it's gonna become the new version of you. I don't know, like easy. That's so easy. Number 3 is plan it. Usually when people dream about that new version, the new year, new me version that they have in their mind, they make so many plans. And I'm talking about vision board, bucket list, the I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna become this, I'm gonna become that, I'm going to. But you know what? The one little smallest thing that separates you from people who get shit done and you who's saying I'm going to do it is how well they plan to get shit done. Okay, so here is what you're gonna do. I want you to make your normal goal or bucket list normal. Let's say you have 10 things you're trying to get accomplished this year, all that you see your new you be and do. Make it in a list. Okay, then I want you to grab a planner or a calendar close to your list. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna date your goals. You're gonna take your calendar and you're gonna take your goal. For example, goal number 1, I plan on accomplishing goal number 1 this month. It's gonna start on this date and I'm gonna finish it on this date, and this is the amount of time I'm giving myself to realize this goal. Et voila, we just move from dream to goal to task to accomplish to got it done. And what I want you to do is have check-in date. Okay, dates where you're gonna come back in on your list and check if, oh, do I have everything done? Am I running late on a plan? Am I running late on what I said I'm gonna do? Am I not saving enough? Am I late? What can I do to be better? And those type of check-in, you can do it every single month, or maybe every 3 months, every 6 months, however you want. But you need to have check-in dates to realize, oh, how far have I come? Am I late, or am I even in advance? And can I even add more things to do on my bucket list? Like, can we do that? Sometimes even having a bucket list is just the motivation you need to say, let's go, we are getting there, everything is fine, I don't need to stress myself out, I can get this, I can do this, I just need to plan it correctly. Remember y'all, a dream stays a dream only when you think about it, but when you speak it and plan it, it becomes a goal that needs to get done. And we are goal getter, we are getting our shit done. So get on your Zoom, okay? Get on your Zoom, that's all I can say. Now I am so happy. I am so happy and grateful to tell you that I am coming with a planner 1 week away from when this video is gonna be up. Okay, so y'all stay tuned, and I just want to say thank you to all those who keep on supporting me and supporting the channel. Also, you can get that planner. This is so crazy. I am so happy because you can get this planner also on Amazon Kindle. Thank you for watching this video, and if you like this video, maybe you might like another video of mine that's gonna pop up on the left, on the right, I'm not sure, but anyway, thank you, bye.